morning, guitar players. Welcome to my every Thursday morning Facebook Live. We do this every Thursday morning at 9:45 CDT. And we just do it for a few minutes and we just get a little nugget of guitar goodness, as I call it, all right? Just a little bite-sized chunk of guitar fun to get your Thursday off on the right foot. Hey, in the description, you're going to see some really good links you're going to want to check out. Of course, I got my website. Of course, I got my YouTube channel with oodles and oodles of other mini lessons and all sorts of other cool stuff on there. But I want you to know that I am doing a class on Zoom on Wednesday, July 22nd, 6:30 p.m. CDT. And it's going to be on blues, licks, and riffs. So today, what we are going to do is kind of dip our toe into that and do a little bit, give you a little taste of what we're going to be doing in that class. Also, we're going to be doing another little taste next Thursday morning at 9:45. So tell all your friends and neighbors and your enemies, because they need the blues too, to join us every Thursday morning. So meanwhile, what we're going to do today is we're going to mess around with the most important blues note and do that in the key of E, because a lot of our class on the July 22nd, our Zoom class, is going to focus on the key of E. We may branch out and also work in the key of A because they sort of share some chords, but we're going to focus on the key of E. If I had to pick my favorite key to do the blues, it would be the key of E. There's just a lot of fun, a lot of open strings, a lot of really important notes are very easily accessible in the key of E. So let's see how that works out here today. A lot of you know that this is the way you play an E chord, but we're going to do something different because it's going to give us more fingers to be cool with, all right? So we're going to take our index finger and we're going to lay it down on the 4th string and the 5th string. So it's like a teeny weeny little mini bar chord because you have to flatten that finger to hold down the 4th string and the 5th string on the 2nd fret and leave the 6th string open. So this is what this looks like, just like that. Lay that finger down. I know it looks like maybe I'm flattening my finger all the way on 5 strings. I'm not. I'm really focusing on the 5th string and the 4th string. And then with the right hand, the pick hand, we are going to focus on playing the 6th, the 5th, and the 4th. We're not going to play anything higher than that because there's not good notes. There's not a good note on the 3rd string in this fingering. Okay, so you need to be aware of that and try not to play the 3rd string. So you're going to focus on the bottom 3 strings. And by bottom, I mean the ones with the lowest sound. I know they're near the ceiling. That's just the crazy way the guitar players talk. So now the reason we're doing this is, first of all, this gives us a very cool sound, which is essentially a power chord. If you know anything about how chords are built, I'll tell you that this does not have the 3rd in it, and that's where all the fun is. That's the super cool, critically important #1 note in the blues, is what we're going to do with the 3rd of the chord. I'll show you that in a sec. So what we have here is just 1, 5, 1. And if you don't have numbers in your head, you just need to get some numbers in there because it's the best way to understand what the heck is going on in music. So the one reason we're doing this is it gives us a power chord. The other, maybe the even more important reason, is it gives us fingers to mess around with and have fun with and do licks and riffs with. So today we're going to focus on the note. It's on the 6th string on the 3rd fret, and I'm using my middle finger to do it. And I'm really happy that I get to use my middle finger because my middle finger is probably, for most people, the strongest and most dexterous finger. And we're going to do something really important with this note, and that is we're going to bend it. How do you do that? That's what you do. You press down, you make the note, and then you pull on the string, and it makes that note talk. And from a theory standpoint, this note, which is a G note, and if you know what the notes are in an E major chord, it's important, you know that the 3rd of an E major chord is G sharp. But what we're going to do is we're going to play a half step below that. It's actually the minor third. And we're going to pull on that and bend that note up to the major third. And right there is the blues. Right there between the minor third and the major third. Or so how do you use that? How do you work that into your blues progression? It's hard to find a place that it doesn't sound good. So I'm going to start with something really basic, and I'm just going to throw that note in kind of whenever I feel like it. I want you to listen and notice that I'm throwing that note in when I'm playing my E chord. I'm also going to throw that note in when I'm playing my A chord, which, by the way, looks like that. It looks a whole lot like the E chord, except I just shifted up a set of strings. And it's just sort of a one-size-fits-all wonderful note that just screams the blues almost no matter where you put it in. So it's like, shoot. Here's my A. Oh wow, that still sounded good. Back to E. Here's my B. Here's my A. Okay, that might be the most fun I'm going to have all day. But you might go, okay, well, that's one thing I can do with it. What else could I do with it? Well, you can do a million different things if you mess around with the timing. So I'm just going to throw a couple little ideas, and really what I want you to do is sit there and mess around with it and find your own things. Because it's fun, that's why. It's the only reason we do anything, isn't it really? So... makes you feel good. I just don't get that. It's just one of those crazy things about the blues. Anyway, all right, so check out the link. The link's in the description here. I hope you sign up for our Zoom class on July 22nd. I really hope you come back every Thursday morning at 9:45 CDT and just have a little guitar fun with me. Also, you can sign up for my free monthly newsletter, which why would you not do that? It only comes once a month. It's not a nuisance. And it has some really fun, interesting little tidbits, interviews, tells you about future classes, all sorts of free advice. So let's stay connected. And by the way, stay in the groove. All righty, bye-bye.